What's up, you legends? So, I got a video just hit. We're gonna switch the camera view real quick. I got a video that just hit 10,000 views. And honestly, I'll be honest with you, it hit 10K views, and it's an airline video on YouTube. It's about the airline, Spirit Airline, how friggin' Delta. Listen, there's nobody that's what's it called? Nobody on YouTube. Nobody that's what's it called this? Nobody gets away from this. This is straight up airline bullcrap. What it is the fact that I got a video that's doing good right now. It's a Stitch, and it's about the airlines. And me and my wife and kids were on the airline when this all happened. You gotta go check out the video. You hear what happened. But it's a long story. We actually pretty much almost died. Let's be real. We almost died. Let's not beat around the bush here, because beating around the bush is just gonna make it seem less than it is. And the truth is, we almost died. So we almost died, and we looked at each other. And I think that's why I'd imagine we'd stay together for life because of this. But I think we looked at each other that day in that plane. We looked at each other with a look of, that last look. That look, I don't know if you ever, I hope you don't have to experience this until it's the last one. But we give each other that look like, is this it? Is it over? Is this where we die? Are we dying right now with our kids with us? Is this how it does? Is this how it happens? Are we that unlucky family that dies in the air? That crashes in planes? So in the plane starts to do this. We're driving. It hits what they call, if you know what this is, you might know, it hits what they call an air gap, a gap in the air. It's an airwave. It's like an air gap. It's a gap in the air. And what happens is they can't see it. So when they hit it, it literally drops you out of the sky. Like, you're not literally out of the sky, but you feel the whole plane drop a little bit. So it's literally like exactly what you would think. If you were sitting there, you get pulled up on your seatbelt like a roller coaster. Same idea as a roller coaster. But the only thing is the fact it's not a roller coaster. It's your life you're playing with. That's real life. The scariest thing in the world is being on an airplane. And then at the end, here's the kicker. This is why the video was good. Because at the end, we got off, right? They didn't even get to our destination. We had to stop early, right, at a different airport, which we got off at that airport, mind you, and got a rental and drove the rest of the 3 hours, because we were already in Florida at that point. We were just up in, like, Fort, wherever. We were way up top Florida. We had to go to Orlando, so we just drove the rest of the hours. I think it was 3 hours it took us to drive there from wherever we were in Florida. But anyways, long story short, well, it doesn't have to be long story short, but long story short, we got there, and what they offered us when we got off the plane, you're not going to believe it. You're literally going to laugh. $50. See, we'll give you $50 credit. Whoa, wait. Did you just say $50 credit? Number one, you should be refunding us. That's one. And two, if you're not refunding us, you should be giving us at least the price of a ticket per person. At the least. What is $50? You almost just killed us 3 times. Now, that's the point of the story you guys didn't hear yet. This didn't happen once. Shit, this didn't even happen twice. This happened 3 times on one plane. Have you ever seen anything like it? Spirit Airlines, guys. Yes, Spirit Airlines. And believe it when I tell you guys, I promise you, and I mean this with all of my heart and soul. I'm 37 years old. I've been through a lot. I mean this with all my heart and soul. I have never been so scared in my life, but I've also never been so ready to die either. If that makes sense. What's going on, buddy? Go gamers, what's up? If that makes sense. I've never been so scared in my life, but I've also never been so ready to die, ever. If that makes any sense. I don't know how to explain that. All right, so basically, I'm so used to TikTok, I don't smoke on screen, because TikTok doesn't allow people to smoke on screen, so you can't smoke. On YouTube you can, though, because you put it on 18 and older. Why would they say no? It's not like it's my YouTube. Why would they say no to me smoking? It's me. Anyways, that's why I love YouTube. But anyways, not because I can smoke on here, I'm quitting smoking, but just because their rules are just made the right way. But long story short, smoking's bad. I don't condone it to anybody that's underage. If you're overage, you choose to smoke, that's up to you. But if you're underage, do not smoke. I started when I was young. Do not smoke. It's the worst thing you can do in life. Do anything else. Don't smoke cigarettes. The worst thing you can do. Literally, yeah, look, see this? Look. That's how bad it is. I'm going to throw it away right here on camera to prove how shitty it is. Half a cigarette. Those are expensive. Throw that away. The friggin' plane drops out of the sky 3 times. 3 times! I said to look at my wife every time. I'm like, this can't be real life. But legit, what's happening is we're hitting these things called, we're hitting clouds. We're hitting these cloud patches. Let's go. We're hitting these cloud patches, right? There's these cloud patches. I don't know what the hell they're called. Airwaves, air pockets? Air pockets. I think it's called air pocket. Look it up. I think it's called an air pocket. We hit an air pocket, 3 air pockets, and all 3 of them dropped us out of the sky. And I'll never forget, my wife won't forget it, my kids won't forget it, what the lady said on the intercom on the plane, guys. You would have shit your pants, because I know I did. And put it like this, 3 fathers turned around, and all 3 of us looked at each other. We caught all of each other's eyes separately, like individually, right? And all 3 of us looked at each other with the same instincts. We all looked as if, like, who's going to make the first move? Like, what are we doing here? Like, what's the plan? Like, we'll look at each other like, do we have to figure something out? Like, what are we doing? We all kind of just, like, give each other the eye, like, all right, we're aware that we have some people that are willing to get up if we need it, you know? So we knew who was ready and who wasn't, kind of. I knew I had a couple guys if I needed them just by the look in their eyes. But the crazy part was the fact that even the stewardesses said to us that it was the worst they'd ever seen. They'd never seen anything like it. She goes, we never even get one time that. She goes, never mind 3 in one plane. She goes, I've been doing this 22 years and that's never happened. I was like, really? She goes, nope. She goes, I've heard of it happening. She goes, but I've never been on a plane that it's happened like that. And I'm like, really? She goes, yeah. She goes, don't get me wrong. I've had turbulence, all that stuff. She goes, but never that. I go, so that was bad. And she goes, that was horrible. I was like, oh, okay, good. I'm like, 'cause I'm getting a little nervous thinking that you guys are going to try to play that off as turbulence. And she's like, absolutely not. Nobody would ever try to play that off as turbulence. She's like, and number one, she's like, we hit air pockets. We can't lie to you. They have to tell us the truth. We hit air pockets. And not only that, she got on the intercom and she goes, you ready? This is what she said. I swear to you, this is what she said. Listen, I can go get my wife right now. I will make another video if you don't believe me. But you'd believe me. I don't know why you wouldn't. She literally said to me, I'm going to stop turning that way. She literally said to me, she said to us in the aisle, she said, do not move, stop, do not get up and unbuckle your seatbelt. If you get up and unbuckle your seatbelt, you or your children or your baby will bounce off the roof, break your neck, and die. So sit down and buckle up. Babe, did you hear her? We'll die? She's like, we'll die. What the fuck is going on, babe? We're going to be good. Don't worry. We're good. I got you. Don't worry. So thinking in my head, I'm like, what am I going to do? God forbid this plane goes down. So it does it again. Second time it does it. Second time we drop out of the sky. Then I grab my right side again. This is when the idea pops. As soon as the second time it happened, the idea pops. I'm like, whoa. Babe, listen. She was like, I go, listen to me real quick. I go, I don't know what's going on, but just relax. Nothing's going to happen. We're good. Don't worry. And now, mind you, after you hit the air pocket, it's not like you hit the air pocket, come out of it, you're good. You hit the air pocket, right? You do the massive dip out of the sky. Then you do this ride out thing where it's so bumpy and it literally feels like you're about to drop again. It's terrifying. So we get out of that second pocket and I look at my wife and I say, listen to me real quick, because that just happened fast. I said, if that happens again and we start to take, because I thought to myself, I go, that can't happen many more times before the plane loses its tilt. You know what it's, I looked this stuff up, but if it loses tilt, that thing's gonna have to kick in and kick it back up. I'm like, oh God, this is not gonna be good. I'm like, if it drops again, we might have some problems. I'm just thinking in my head, and I said, listen to me. You 3 are sitting on that side, I'm over here. I said, if God forbid that we start to head nose dive down, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay across you 3 so that I'm like an automatic, like, whoopee cushion. You know what I mean? Like a nice cushion if they. But I'm thinking to myself, you got chairs in front of you, things like that. Like, that's not the greatest cushion, but like, it's something. I'm thinking, if you're gonna die, you're dying. So I'm thinking, what the hell? How would they? I'm thinking maybe I'll support the cushion. She's like, I don't think that's gonna matter. I'm like, well, I'm gonna try it. I was like, I'm not gonna go down. I'm not gonna die next to my family. I'm gonna die over my family, protecting them before I die next to them. So I was ready to unbuckle. And on the third time I unbuckled. On the third time, right? Third time we drop out of the sky, I fucking, as soon as we come out, as soon as we start getting bumpy, I start to unbuckle. As soon as we start bumping, I unbuckle. I unbuckle completely. My wife looks at me, she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, listen to me. If it starts to move right now, if it goes any more than this, I'm gonna come over there for a second. I'm gonna kind of get in front of you guys. I'm not gonna lay down, but I'm just gonna get over there in front of you guys and fuck her. She can say whatever she wants. I was like, she can tell me I'll hit the ceiling all she wants. When she was right. Put it like this. If I had been laying, let's put it like this. My size too, 275 pounds. If I had been laying sideways on the bed, like seats, and we did that, 100% I would have shot out of my seat, up over the seats, and probably like, I don't know if I'd have hit the top per se on any of them. You know what? I was buckled in, so maybe I would have hit the top, but I'm not saying like we dropped that far out of the sky. We dropped enough to pull us like out of our seats and up over our seats. I don't know, but all the way to the roof. That's a pretty big drop. So I don't know. But yeah, I'd say close enough. But so thank God everybody was buckled in at that time, because when we dropped out of the sky, we had the seatbelt sign on. Had we not had that seatbelt sign on at that time, just luckily, you know, sometimes the seatbelt sign goes on, you know, just randomly, they'll be like, fasten your seatbelts. In the middle of the flight, they'll just be like, fasten. You know what I'm talking about. If you've ever been on a plane, you know. And I just recently started going on planes. I've never been on a plane in my life. That's why this is so terrifying for me. I got on a plane 2 years ago. That was the first time in my life. I'm 37. 35, I bought my first plane ticket myself. Paid for my ticket and all my kids and my wife's myself. So I went from never going anywhere to buying 4 people round trip tickets to Disney World. So pretty cool. But anyways, we got these planes, so I know now that they do this thing where every so often it'll be like, oh, turn your seatbelt lights on, just because they think they might experience some sort of turbulence, right? That's fine. So we put it on, whatever. That happened to be the situation. Whatever it was, but they didn't matter. They just had seatbelt sign on, boom. 5 minutes later, we drop out of the sky. Man, do you know how lucky we are that legit was on? Because if it wasn't, it would have been ugly. Hey, I want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching, guys. You guys are absolutely awesome. Do me a favor. If you haven't subscribed and you're a new friend, do me a favor. Subscribe, guys. Get over here. Subscribe. Come hang out with us. I do reaction videos. I'm from TikTok, actually. Hopefully they don't ban TikTok. It's already banned. Hopefully this all changes, guys. I'm actually a TikToker. So that's why I'm so adamant about getting over here to YouTube. I got about almost 90,000 followers over there. And go check me out, Dadball146 on TikTok. We have a great day every day. We do lives every single day there. So yeah, guys, you want to check that out? That'd be huge. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for joining us, listening to the Spirit Airlines story. We got 100,000 more stories from when I was younger. Stories, just all crazy stories. If you're interested in hearing about these crazy stories and seeing some reaction videos, think how I look at these videos. And remember, I'm from Boston, guys, too. So thank you so much, guys. Go out and be the change. We'll catch you soon, guys. Thanks, guys.